What's up, everyone? It's Phoenix Gaming, guys. Another reaction. This time is Life is Strange 2 official teaser. I actually didn't realize that this dropped a while ago, and I've been waiting to react to this, so let's just get into it. Original link down in the description. Check it out. What's this?
Dispatch, I need to run a license check on that 10.
Shit. Officer Matthews, I've got a 1010 in progress. 1452 Lewis Avenue. I'm gonna need back.
What's going on? Whoa! What just happened? All will be revealed August 20th, 2018. It's in 4 days. What? What just happened? Hang on, let's rewatch that. Let's turn up the volume also.
Dispatch, I need to run a license check on that 10.
Shit. Officer Matthews, I've got a 1010 in progress.
1010 in progress.
1452 Lewis Avenue. I'm gonna need back.
2016. He didn't do anything? And then there's like some sort of power, right? There's gotta be some sort of power involved. I think, there's talk that, Captain Spirit is involved with, Life is Strange 2. It's sort of like hinted of what to expect for Life is Strange 2. The whole game. Okay, use his powers. Hear the kid around. When the cop gets out of his car, he says, "Please, I didn't do anything." And the cop says, "Get on the ground." And that's when the kid uses his powers. I think I understand. So I think the kid from Life is Strange 2 is caught using his not Life is Strange 2, from Captain Spirit, is caught using some sort of powers. And he's getting blamed for it, and then suddenly the powers are used against the cop. Interesting. I don't know how this is going to play out, but this will be very interesting. So apparently there's a breakdown, teaser trailer, and analyze. So let's check this out. Also
Hi
in the
everyone.
description.
Sorry for being late. A new
This will be in the
teaser for
description.
Life is Strange 2 was recently released, giving us an exciting glimpse at some very strange events caught on a police dashboard.
Right.
It's a very short and contained teaser, but
Right.
if we dig a little deeper, there is quite a bit we can learn from it. So,
Okay.
let's take a look.
Let's take a look. Let's break it down, shall we?
First, let's figure out the when and where. The events in this teaser
Right.
take place on October 28th, 2016. In relation to Season 1, this is pretty much 3 years after the events of the
Right,
first
'cause
game with Max and Chloe. In relation to Captain Spirit, it takes place about 1 to 2 months prior this Saturday morning with Chris and Charles.
Before
It's
it.
not clear on
Okay.
when exactly Captain Spirit takes place. Judging by this letter, the earliest date could be November 29th, 2016, but for now, I'm going to assume it's in early December, which means Captain Spirit takes place a month and a bit after the events in the teaser.
Oh,
In
okay.
terms of where this event takes place, it's not directly mentioned. You can see an American flag and a bit of the sea, which I guess means this town is on one of the American coastlines, similar to Arcadia Bay.
Right.
Going back to Captain Spirit,
Probably
for a
another
moment,
small
there
town.
is a newspaper clipping on the kitchen table that talks about protests happening in Seattle.
Right.
Protests that have continued to mount 1 month after the unexpected unexplained deaths of a local man and a police officer.
So maybe in
I'll
Seattle.
come back to this article later, but this bit definitely seems to be in reference to the events in the teaser, meaning it would be taking place somewhere in Seattle. So we've got a good idea of when and where this event takes place, but let's take a closer look at exactly what happens. Police officer Matthews, when he pulls up to the house, mentions that he has a 1010 in progress. He gives the address and says he's going to need backup. After some totally in-depth and thorough research on the internet, a code 1010 is a fight in progress. There's a time skip of about 2.5 minutes between Matthews calling in a 1010 and things escalating. In the background, you can hear multiple voices, I counted 4, that sounded pretty scared.
Daniel, it's gonna be all right. On the ground.
So
this is a different kid.
At the beginning sounds like he's saying
I thought it was the
but
other
with
kid,
the
but
P
okay.
sound just slightly cut off. The second voice, I think, is either saying I didn't do anything or he didn't do anything. It's a bit hard to make out.
I think it said
The third
I didn't
voice
do
is
anything.
Much clearer and mentions a name, Daniel. It's going to be all right. The fourth and final voice just says on the ground in a more commanding tone. I'm assuming
probably
this is
the
either
police
Officer
officer.
Matthews or a different backup officer.
Daniel, it's gonna be all right. On the ground. Daniel, it's gonna be all right. On the ground. Daniel, it's gonna be all right. On the ground.
After the voices, it becomes eerily silent for a second, until the police car mysteriously flips over and the title screen comes on with the backpack again. We then hear some tire screeching, along with some more voices of police officers giving us more codes.
306?
We need backup. I repeat, we need backup.
The
Bring
first
backup?
mentions a 1053, which from our in-depth research indicates a road is blocked.
Oh,
He also mentions to
1053.
send backup
Road is
immediately.
blocked.
A second voice says 306,
Yeah,
which
306.
I believe is referencing a specific officer or patrol car.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not too sure. A third voice then says backup, possible 1080, which indicates
1080?
a chase in progress. A fourth and final voice in a more desperate tone says, we need backup, I repeat, we need backup, before being cut off.
Interesting.
306.
Backup. Possible 1080.
We need backup. I repeat, we need backup.
So
We
a
need
lot happens
backup.
in these short few
That's a
seconds.
lot of that's
I've
a
already
lot of
seen some
information.
theories fly here and there about what's really going on, but I think it's pretty clear. Some sort of fight is happening, the situation escalates, more police get involved, and someone gives us another glimpse at what kind of power will be featured in season 2.
Right.
A pretty strong telekinesis ability to control objects without physically interacting.
It
with
looked like
them.
there was
More
wind
on
there,
this
though.
later. Very
So more like
quickly,
a
I'll
wind
mention a few other
power
observations.
than a
The first thing I want to
telekinesis.
mention, and maybe this is obvious to most of you, but it doesn't seem like there's actually been a 911 call to the fight in progress. Earlier on in the trailer, Matthew doesn't seem to be going anywhere specifically. He's just on patrol, and only accidentally stumbles upon whatever's going on. And
Right.
this might have some importance with the next point. The second thing I'll mention comes back to the newspaper article from earlier.
From
In it,
Seattle.
It mentions that 2 people have died, the police officer and the local man who appeared to be shot. Now, I didn't hear any gunshots during the trailer, so I can only assume that any
Happened
shooting
later.
probably happened during that time jump of 2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
When shit hits the fan and the police officer is knocked back, you can see that he does have a gun in his hand. You can see it laying on the ground afterwards, meaning that he probably was pointing it at somebody earlier and probably used it. So
Yeah.
combine that with the line he didn't do anything and that possibly no 911 call was placed and that Officer Matthew just stumbled upon whatever was happening out of chance, and you can imagine that something pretty unfortunate and tragic has probably occurred here.
Right.
Combine that with the police not having released an
There's
official
gotta be some
statement,
sort of
the whole
correlation
viewpoint of
there.
the trailer coming from the police dashcam footage and the riots and protests happening because of the shooting, you can see pretty clearly what kind of new social issues and events Donut are wanting to explore here. In 2016, there were a large number of riots and protests happening in the US due to police shootings. Donut also started working on Life is Strange 2 right at the beginning of 2016.
Right.
So I can see where some of their inspiration for these elements might have come from during development, and it seems the
Okay,
outcome
let's
of such an
stop
event
this now. Alright, so that's more of an in-depth look. If you want to see the entire video, the link is in the description. But basically, okay, here's my take on basically what's happening. I mean, obviously, it's teasing towards what we can expect from Life is Strange 2. Now, I think it is confirmed that we are going to be playing Daniel, which I don't know who he is. So let me see. Life is Strange 2. There's gotta be some casting, so let me see. Is it going to be a release date or a trailer date, though? Because people are saying that it's confirmed to be... Okay, so it's confirmed to be releasing September 27th, 2018. The trailer is dropping in about 4 days. The official trailer is dropping in about 4 days. Let's see. The IMDb does not have a casting list. It has the standard directors and writers, but it does not have a casting list. So there's no exact confirmation, but whoever this Daniel person is, clearly is probably someone that we're going to be playing, and is probably the one who has the powers. Most likely. Now, rumors, some things have been said. There is not going to be Max, and there's not going to be Chloe in Life is Strange 2. It's going to follow a different storyline. But we do know that, what's his name? Max is going to be in... Is going to be in... Oh, Chris, sorry. Chris is going to be in... I don't know why I said Max. Chris is going to be in Life is Strange 2. We know that part because it said that Captain Spirit is returning in Life is Strange 2. So that means that this Captain Spirit kind of laid the ground of what we can expect. You know, we're not doing this like the time warp anymore, but perhaps there are more powers than just traveling back in time. Maybe there's other powers like wind powers. Maybe some of the powers that were hinted in Captain Spirit could also rise up again. And maybe we could be dealing with multiple powers. I don't think it was telekinesis. I think it's some sort of wind power, maybe a typhoon power, something like the storm themed maybe. Or maybe it was like an air pulse that pushed him back or something like that. Maybe there's a combination of powers that we could be dealing with. It's not really confirmed. Let's see. This is definitely... The plot line could have to do with whatever was being set up in the teaser trailer. Now, we don't have a lot of information that is publicly known, so there's not much to speculate. And I think we're going to find a lot more when the new trailer drops. When the official trailer drops, I'm going to be looking for that. We're going to react to that the day it drops, because luckily it's before my hiatus, so we can do that before it drops, and we can definitely see what is going to be happening in Life is Strange 2. I think that multiple powers could be involved with Life is Strange 2. You know, we dealt with one power at a time, but now maybe we're gonna step it up a little bit and make it a little bit more in depth and have even more choices, maybe more results because of it. Obviously, they're not going to do the time travel again, but something else could definitely be at stake. Now, I do think, just because they're not appearing in the Life is Strange 2, I think the main protagonists from the past could also be involved with Life is Strange 2 in some sort of indirect way. Some way, you know, there could be Rachel could have been involved in some sort of indirect way, or Max, or Chloe. Any of those three could have been easily involved to set this up. because Seattle, I believe, was one of the dream locations for, oh no, Seattle was where Max went. Seattle is where Max went. So maybe we could have some sort of hint of what happened in Seattle. Sort of maybe like a tease or like an Easter egg that hints of Max being in Seattle. Because that's where she was in between, like before the storm and Life is Strange. She was in Seattle. So if this really takes place in Seattle, Washington, then maybe we could see some hints from that. But who knows? We don't really know anything, but I'm sure we're gonna find out later. Anyways, comment down below. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the teaser trailer? Have you played any of the other Life is Strange games? What did you think about them? And what do you think of the upcoming Life is Strange 2? I believe Don't Nod Entertainment is going to be taking control again and making that a thing. And Square Enix too. So, comment down below what you guys think. Leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget to subscribe for more content. Thank you guys. Lecture Flames from Time Right. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. And peace out, guys. It's been a blast.